Yesterday, the title of the third MCU Spider-Man film was announced: Spider-Man: No Way Home. In my mind, beyond continuing the home trend, this title tells us a lot about what we will see in this movie. So, this is my prediction video for what I expect No Way Home to be about, based on the title, all the behind-the-scenes info we've been getting, and expectations for Peter's character arc going forward. No Way Home could relate to two things, and I think in the actual movie it will be both. One, not being able to go back to normal, and two, literally not having a way home. This title gives me confidence in what this movie wants to be about, because it seems like it's merging both of the ideas set up by Far From Home and potential multiverse shenanigans that we've been hearing about since, last year. And since we started hearing about the multiverse rumors, I was really worried they'd be ignoring the amazing setup from Far From Home just to focus on a live-action Spider-Verse. But this title leads me to believe that they found a way to meld those two stories into one. That's cool. The first possible meaning could relate to Peter's situation. His identity as Spider-Man was announced for all the world to see, and now, there's no going back. Not having a secret identity is not even his biggest problem, since he's now suspected of killing a bunch of civilians in Europe. He has to be a hero, and at the same time clear his name. We see in the pictures, he still has Ned and MJ to back him up, but who else? Peter is effectively alone for the first time in the MCU, and he has the chance to break out of his Iron Boy role everybody thinks he has, which I think is totally wrong, but that's neither here nor there, and fully embrace the role of Spider-Man. Either way, there is no way home. The second meaning could literally be that there is no way home, and I think this relates to the rumors we've been hearing about casting and villains and all that. This probably has the greatest relation to the rest of the MCU, and isn't so personal as the first meaning. With suspicions that Wanda Maximoff will be opening the doors to the multiverse in WandaVision, we could very well be seeing Alfred Molina's Doc Ock and Jamie Foxx's Electro being brought in from the multiverse and being trapped in our world. Their motivation could be wanting to get back to their home Earths by any means necessary, which creates dangers that Peter needs to stop. I'm not sure where the other rumored villains could come in, but perhaps a Norman Osborn type helps finance Ock's ambitions to return, seeing the multiverse as an opportunity to cement Oscorp as a leading company for all of time. Regardless, there is a lot there to work with. And thus, the conflict is set. Peter has no way back to what he considers home, the safety of a secret identity and a public who likes him. And Ock, Electro, and whoever else are trapped in our world and need to get back. I'm pretty confident in that assumption. Peter, being Peter, will probably be doing all he can to save everyone to prove that he's still a good guy. And just like the title, I don't think that conflict is any accident. Peter's whole character arc, from Civil War to Homecoming to Infinity War to Endgame, I guess, and Far From Home, is learning how to be a hero, with Iron Man as the guide. He's not Iron Man Jr. because the whole point of his story is to show that he is becoming his own hero. Sure, Iron Man gave him the steps he needed to become one, but he was already web-slinging even before Tony gave him his first suit. Homecoming is him gaining the confidence to rely on himself. Infinity War is him gaining the experience and maturity needed to be an equal to the other Avengers. Far From Home is him accepting that he cannot be a hero like the others and has to be his own hero. He has to be Spider-Man. With no other heroes around, No Way Home looks to be a fulfillment of that character arc. Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man. In-universe and out of it, this is literally Peter's chance to prove what I've been saying since the beginning, that he is not an Iron Man clone. Again, out of universe, he is being pit against villains from the previous Spider-Man movies to show that Tom Holland is just as worthy as Tobey or Andrew was. It's no coincidence that there are villains from both previous trilogies. This will be the MCU Peter's defining movie, and I have no doubt about that. And what of Tobey and Andrew? I don't think they'll be in it much, actually. At the end, assuming Ock and Electro have been defeated/sent back home, Tobey and Andrew's Peters may return in a post-credit scene, asking for Peter's help in defending the multiverse, setting up Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, we have Sam Raimi directing that particular movie, so Tobey having a major role seems like an inevitability. Calling it now. What do you think? Do you think I'm way off base in my predictions, or do you think there's some merit? I would absolutely love to hear what you think about this movie, which has the potential to be amazing, or an overstuffed mess. I'm leaning towards it being amazing. And, well, until next time, later.